It's a new year. It's a new team. It's a new game.
You're working and prepping hundreds of days and hundreds of hours.
It's a grind, 24/7 football nonstop.
I hear the pads popping. I see people coming together as a group. As a football junkie, that's art.
No matter how many ice baths you get in, you're gonna be hurting a little bit.
Those fall Saturdays are the culmination of months of sweat and blood.
It's a dream that you've been thinking about all your life, but once you get there, it can be an eye-opening experience.
Got your juices flowing, you're excited, you're anxious.
We always tell each other one unit, one goal. Approach every day like it's your last.
Intercepted! He's gonna score! Touchdown! It is picked off! He's gonna get a pick six! Oh, did he catch it? Yes!
Our ultimate goal is to win a Big Ten championship. Anything less is unacceptable in our eyes.
I did not want Mark playing football. I thought it was much too dangerous. Loved watching the game, loved the Bears, but not my child.
We had some concerns because we didn't think he was big enough at the time.
I weighed about 140 pounds freshman year of high school.
He knew that he had to get bigger and stronger in order to compete with these other kids. Mark would train at least 2 hours a day.
I can't remember the exact amount of weight he gained. It was quite a bit, though. I think he went from 140, was it to 190? He was on the sophomore team. And then lo and behold, the varsity squad at Stevenson, which is a very big high school. It's 4,500 kids that go there. A couple of the kids, running backs, got hurt, which sounds unfortunately like a familiar situation that we have here at Iowa. And Mark got his chance. They brought him up as a sophomore, and he never went down.
Mark Weisman with the carry, touchdown, Stevenson.
The first time I became aware of Mark Weisman was Bill Mitz, who was the head coach at Stevenson High School back in Chicago.
Coach Herb, he was my recruiting coach. He was the one who recruited me a little bit out of high school before I committed to Air Force.
When he said he wanted to go to the Air Force Academy, I was scared to death. I'm thinking, oh my God, then he's gonna be I don't know where, and now we're thinking the war, and oh my God.
We had a long discussion, Mark and I kind of wanted to make sure as a young man of 18 years old that he understood that you can't just go to the Air Force Academy to play football. You're going to the Air Force Academy to be in the Air Force, to be an officer, and to serve your country for a minimum of 5 years.
After a semester, I found that it wasn't really a place for me. Just over time, you just look around sometimes and you just say, like, I don't see myself being here.
He wanted to go to Iowa. He says, I'd really like to give it a whirl at Iowa, which is a bigger stage. And I said, well, then go for it.
I always wanted to play at Iowa. It was a dream. I've been to football games here. The atmosphere is unbelievable. They have the best fans in the nation.
I actually talked to Coach Herb about walking on and what it meant, because I didn't really understand what walking on was. He explained to me, we'll look at them, and he offered no promises. It's like anything, you have to earn it.
To get Mark as a walk-on to come in here and really earn a spot, yeah, we were excited to get him back.
I remember the first week he was on campus, just introducing myself to him, and the way he carried himself is the way he approached everything, the seriousness he took. He's one of those guys that you could tell right away was gonna be able to compete.
In spring ball, he started out on the depth chart at 7, and when he left, he was 2. The coach said to him, that doesn't mean that you can't be number 1.
It is going to be a perfect day here in Iowa City.
It was just a matter of time until he showed up in the game and was doing great things.
Damon Bullock being attended to by the training staff.
And you see Greg Garman coming out, 2 running backs down.
So the running back depletion continues for Iowa.
I'll never forget it because there were 3 gentleman sitting in front of me, they turned around and said, guess what? I go, what's that? He says, your son's up. I go, what do you mean my son's up? He says, we don't have any other halfbacks. He's up. I says, no, I'm sure we have other halfbacks. He says, no, I know everything there is to know about Iowa football. Trust me, your son's up.
So as soon as he came into the huddle, I just said, here we go, Mark.
From fullback to running back, whatever it is, it's been a fun ride so far.
Now to step into what he stepped into, I'm not sure we could have foreseen that, but he'll definitely be on scholarship here in January.
When you talk of Big Ten running backs, you think Monte Ball, you think Le'Veon Bell. Here comes this kid, Weisman, 7 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks.
Hence the Weisman for Heisman candidacy they've got going on here in Iowa City.
I know that's tongue-in-cheek. I mean, no redshirted sophomore is up for the Heisman. But it's fun, and everyone's having fun with it in Iowa, so we understand what that's all about. But that just adds to the surreal feeling of it.